All hands on deck as a Supreme Court bombshell suggests an historic change.
Women need the ability to make their own reproductive choices.
Tonight, what this draft opinion means for the state of Michigan if Roe v. Wade is overturned.
Right off the top here at 10, the fallout in the nation's capital is massive.
Now Governor Whitmer is calling on Congress to immediately protect access to abortion and reproductive rights. That's in response to a leaked high court draft opinion saying those rights aren't protected by the U.S. Constitution and could be left to individual states. It's not a final decision, but the leak was confirmed today by Chief Justice John Roberts. He's now calling for an investigation into how it happened. It's estimated nearly 24 states and territories would ban abortion if Roe v. Wade is overturned, and Michigan is one of them.
Tonight we have team coverage here at home with Pamela Osborne in Detroit and reaction to this leak, which is just historic.
Yeah, and we start, though, with Mara McDonald. She just spoke to Governor Whitmer about what's next for Michigan, and Mara joins us live in Lansing tonight. Mara, good evening.
Good evening, Kimberly, and the answer is simple. If this draft opinion is what the Supreme Court is actually going to approve and vote on, it means that abortion becomes illegal in Michigan, with the exception if the mother's life is in jeopardy. Well, in speaking to the governor tonight, she's doing her best to make sure that doesn't happen. Protesters in Washington, D.C., and protesters in Lansing.
Stand up! Stand up!
On the move after that leak from the Supreme Court. If this draft is what the actual opinion looks like, here's what happens next here at home.
Michigan would go from a pro-choice state overnight to having one of the most extreme laws in the country. That's not hyperbole.
Because of a 1931 law on the books in Michigan that criminalizes abortion.
People have abortions for all kinds of reasons, and many of them are medically necessary. But I think that this will have the kind of chilling effect that doctors just simply will not perform this procedure really under any set of circumstances because they don't want to get dragged into court.
Now, some county prosecutors like Kim Worthy and Karen McDonald have said they will not prosecute doctors and women under this law, but it would still remain in place. The governor last month asked the Michigan Supreme Court to strike the law. Planned Parenthood has its own case in the Court of Claims, and a coalition of organizations is trying to put abortion on the ballot here in November and is in the process of gathering hundreds of thousands of signatures. Back here live, that's a pretty hefty haul that's required to get that on the ballot. But in speaking to Planned Parenthood today, that group says that it is on track to meet its target. Now, could the Michigan legislature just essentially repeal that 1931 law? Yes, it could, but the Michigan legislature is controlled by the GOP, and it has not shown any predilection to wanting to do that, at least at this point. We're live in Lansing tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Local 4.
You know, Mara, I think a lot of people are thinking about we're heading into midterm election season with voters really worried about inflation. Do you think this Supreme Court decision like this, if it stands, will make abortion, this issue, kind of like a mechanism that will drive voter turnout?
You know, I was talking to our pollster today, Kimberly, and here's his take. The short answer is he doesn't know. The longer answer is abortion mobilizes the bases of both of these parties. That much is clear. But Michigan elections, especially statewide, they tend to be decided by independent voters in Southeast Michigan. Now, do those voters view abortion as a greater issue than inflation? Is it on par? I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Back to you.
We'll have to wait and see. Okay, Mara, we appreciate it.